voltage regulator by using the LM317. Now how to connect this particular LM317 with having the components like this one capacitor, which is 10 microfarad capacitor. This one is the 0.1 microfarad capacitor. This is the 220 ohm resistor, and which is used as the reference resistor, and this is variable resistor, okay, which is used to control the output voltage, right? So how to connect this all the components as per the circuit diagram on breadboard, that we are going to see here. So this LM317 has 3 pins. First pin is the pin number 1, second one is the pin number 2, third one is the pin number 3. Okay, now here only difference as compared to the 7-8 series is that it is having pin number 3 as the input, pin number 2 as the output, and pin number 1 as the ground. Okay, so let's see how to assemble or how to do the connection by using the breadboard. So initially I am inserting this particular regulator first like this. Okay, so then we will use first 2 capacitors. One is the input capacitor, another is the output capacitor. So here I am using these slots for the input capacitor. Okay, now this is our electrolytic capacitor. Remember that while doing the connection, you have to remember this negative polarity and positive polarity. This is your positive, this is your negative. If suppose you are not getting one, then just go through this particular strip. This strip side leg, it is the negative one. Okay, so do the connection. Again connect this particular capacitor here, so that you will get the exactly idea how to connect it one. Now another thing is that we have to first connect this particular resistor, because sometimes it is new person, those who are connecting this particular circuit diagram on the breadboard, immediately they will not get the idea exactly how to connect it one. So this is first 220 ohm resistor, you have to connect it one. Now see on the circuit diagram that if suppose you are observing this particular circuit diagram, that here 2 number pin it is there. So to this pin number you are connecting this particular resistor, this resistor, and it is connected to again to the pin number 1, and at this particular joint you have to connect the variable resistor. At this point you have to connect the variable resistor. So variable resistor can be connected here by using this particular potentiometer, having that particular connection, right? So this is your 2 number pin. By using this pin you have to connect the resistor like this here. Okay, then after that immediately you do the second connection, right? So here is this particular joint where you are going to connect this particular variable resistor with respect to ground. So connect this particular variable resistor like this one. Okay, now see this connection, it is over one, but here you have to connect the pin number 1. Pin number 1 you have to connect it one. So pin number 1 where you have to connect the joint of this particular R2 resistor and variable resistor R1. So to that joint you have to connect this particular pin number 1. So by using the connector you have to connect this pin number 1 like this, so that that particular circuit diagram it will be completed for the pin number 2, pin number 1, and whatever the resistors are considered, for that it will be completed one. Okay, so are you getting this one exactly how it is getting connected on? So like that you can connect it one. Now another case is that now whatever the input capacitor and output capacitor is there, initially just first you have to complete the portion of the ground connection. So here I am using this connector. By using this connector I am 2 capacitors I am connecting like this, so that it can be grounded one, or it can be connected to the ground pin. So here again another connector I am using one, and I am connecting this one to the ground. Now this particular ground connection it is over one. Okay, this particular ground connection it is over one. Now we have to again give this particular input capacitor, you have to connect to the pin number 3 of the regulator. So I am using this connector. Here I am using this connector. By using that connector, I am connecting this particular capacitor to the regulator. We are connecting this particular capacitor to the regulator. Okay, so this is input side, it is completed one. Okay, now output side, again see, output it should be taken at the pin number 2. So I have to connect here the connector here to pin number 2, middle is the pin number 2, and I have to connect this connector to the capacitor's positive terminal. So I am connecting this. Okay, now you can use the another connector for the taking the output at the output side by considering the ground connection, or you can take the output at the capacitor across the capacitor, so that you will get the exactly regulated output here. So this connector, it can be used one. Either you can connect this particular pin here, or you can connect this connector to this particular pin, or you can see that this whatever the slot, in that slot also you can connect it one, and you can take the output at the output side. Now input side we have to complete it one. So whatever the here input capacitor is there, you can use this connector, so that input connection can be done like this one. Okay, and here you can consider the power supply to be connected to this particular pin. This you can connect to this particular pin, positive terminal of the power supply, unregulated power supply, and here another connector you can use it one, and to this negative terminal of that unregulated power supply you can connect it one. And by varying this particular potentiometer, you can measure the reading at the output side by considering these two connectors. Okay, so this is the how you can do the connection by using the LM317 regulator, and by using the pot you can take the readings for this particular regulator, voltage regulator circuit diagram. Okay, thank you. Okay, now this is our breadboard where we are connected the voltage regulator, that means using this LM317 IC. Now we have to apply the unregulated supply to this particular circuit diagram, so that we can measure the result which is getting at the output side. Initially here positive terminal I am connected to this particular one slot of this breadboard, upper horizontal slot, and this connection it is given to the input terminal of this regulator, that is pin number 3. Okay, so now I am going to connect this particular negative terminal, so that our circuit diagram it comes in that particular loop. So I am connected this negative terminal. Now here this multimeter I am used to measure the output voltage at the output side, that means across the capacitor, which is connected to the pin number 2, right, pin number 2 of this particular LM317. And by using this variable resistor I am going to check exactly how it is giving the result. Now initially, if suppose I am considering this, I am increasing this particular input voltage and I am observing the output result, that means this particular resistance of this potentiometer I kept at the 0 ohm, and for this it is giving the reading as the 1.25, which is nothing but our adjustable V reference voltage. Even though I am increasing the input unregulated power supply more than this, whatever the more and more, that means from 2 onwards, might be 4, might be 6, might be 7, might be 8, whatever the input I am considering here. For that every input I am getting the output voltage as the 1.25 I am getting one, right? That is the exactly what it is giving one for this particular 0 resistance, right? Now that means for this 0 resistance I am getting the whatever the V reference at the as the output side, output voltage at the output side. Now I am again minimize this particular input voltage, and now I am going to increase some sort of the resistance of this particular potentiometer by using this variable or by using this spindle of this variable resistor. Now I varied this particular thing, the resistance, and for this resistance now I am going to check the exactly output voltage for the various input unregulated input voltage. Now initially I am considering the 2 volt as the input voltage, 2 volt as the input voltage. Now for this 2 volt here it is, I am setting it 1. You can set this particular variation, this particular whatever the exact 2 volt by using the second knob, which is giving the, which is varying for smaller values. So for this again it is giving the different reading, that means 1.31. 1.31 as the reading it is giving for the 2 volt. Okay, now I am again varying this particular input voltage for the 4 volt. So for this 4 volt it is giving the reading as the 3.22 volt. See here, 3.22 as the output voltage. Now if suppose again I am increasing this variable input unregulated voltage, so now I am keeping this as the 6 volt, and for this 6 volt it is giving the result output voltage as the 4.94 volt. Okay, again I am increasing this particular input voltage, unregulated input voltage, so it is exactly, you can say that 8 volt. I am setting it is for the 8 volt. For this 8 volt now it is giving the result as the 6.81 volt. It is giving the result as the 81 volt. Now last I am taking the result, that means reading for the 10 volt unregulated input supply. So I am varying this particular knob to get the 10 volt unregulated, sorry, so it is a, I have to make it as the 10 volt, no? So I am keeping it is on the 10 volt unregulated input supply. Just I have to adjust so that it gives the exactly reading. Okay, it is 10 volt. Now for this 10 volt, see here it is giving the output voltage as the 8.79. So if you are observed that initially we are keeping this resistance as the 0, for that it is giving the only whatever the voltage across this particular, or whatever the voltage we are having as the V reference voltage, that voltage it is appears at the output side for various input unregulated voltage. But whenever we are increasing this particular resistance, variable resistance value we are increasing one, then for the every position of the input unregulated voltage we are getting the different values of the output voltage. So this resistor it is controlling, or it is giving the value or output voltage for the various input voltage. This is our exactly experiment which is giving the regulated output at the output side. Thank you.